Welcome to our video this time. Today we will reveal 10 of the strictest rules in North Korea. This mysterious country has many unbelievable rules. Today, magical explorations will take you to see it together. When it comes to North Korea, what comes to mind? Don't you have any idea? This is because North Korea is one of the countries that is almost not open to the outside world. Although after the establishment of the country, North Korea implemented socialism, but until now it still maintains a high state of military readiness. The Korean People's Army led by the Kim family is large in size, with 1.3 million active troops, 5.8 million paramilitary forces, and 200,000 reservists, making it the largest in the world. However, the living conditions and treatment of these soldiers were very difficult. 10. Poor living conditions. North Korea does not have a large land area, and after allocating the necessary land for basic living, there is almost no land left over to provide comfortable housing for more than 1 million active troops. The army is mostly housed in small concrete barracks across the country. A narrow barracks had to accommodate more than 20 soldiers, and each soldier had only one small drawer to store their uniforms and personal belongings. The ventilation in the barracks is very poor, causing the smell of sweat to remain and easily becoming a breeding ground for bacteria and viruses. The SARS outbreak in the early 2000s and the recent COVID-19 pandemic have seriously affected North Korea's military, with many innocent soldiers dying in poorly ventilated barracks. 9. Soybean Regulation. The North Korean military suffers from nutritional deficiencies from soybeans and other nut-based foods. Soybeans are rich in protein and have complete nutrition, but the North Korean army has a hard time getting enough soybeans. In May 2021, Kim Jong-un ordered all military units to ensure that each soldier can eat at least one meal of nut-based food per day, such as soybeans or tofu. However, this order did not change the food shortage that occurred. Commanders had to allow soldiers on leave to return home to bring food based on beans and other grains, but many military families also faced food shortages, leaving soldiers in a dilemma. 8. Teaching ideology. From the age of children who are still learning to speak, North Korea's ruling party ideology and militarism have infiltrated the people's lives through various means. Kindergartens are decorated with cartoons of animals dressed as soldiers, propaganda comics showing battles using guns loaded with bullets, and small children dressed in military uniforms. In songs that are widely sung, there are lyrics like, 3 million small soldiers will be weapons and bombs, we will be weapons and bombs for the great leader and the nation. 7. Life choices. By law, all North Koreans must undergo military service after the age of 17, without exception and without other options. This means that ordinary people cannot control the direction of their lives and cannot choose their future. However, elites and the children of ruling party members are often exempt from military service, including Kim Jong-un himself, who has never served in any part of the military. Due to the economic downturn, the requirements for military service and height have been reduced, causing people to enter the military earlier, shouldering the burden earlier. 6. Special training. In addition to enduring difficult living conditions, North Korean soldiers also have to undergo worthless, second-class training every day. Due to the high cost of equipment, the army cannot afford the cost of complete training, so the army mostly repeats theoretical learning and memorizes knowledge. Furthermore, the army had to undergo night training, grow crops, raise animals, to supplement the army's income and get extra food. They also have to show courage and loyalty by breaking bricks with their bare hands, detonating explosives, etc. under the camera. 5. Military work. Even after completing military service, the military still has to accept various jobs arranged by the organization, such as helping farmers clear land, planting crops, helping workers build irrigation projects, etc. These jobs are often unpaid, and soldiers receive only verbal appreciation and praise. 4. Crying compulsively. In North Korea, not crying can be an act against the law. Whenever a country's leader visits a military exercise, the soldiers must clap their hands enthusiastically and cry emotionally to show their respect and love for the leader. Soldiers must not only cry, but cry sincerely, otherwise they will be caught by the surveillance and punished, including heavier work duties, even torture. If the offense is serious, they may face the death penalty. 3. Freedom of entry. Ordinary North Koreans and the military are strictly prohibited from leaving the country freely. The military has very few days off during the year, and vacations abroad are impossible. Under this harsh policy, many soldiers chose to flee, but the consequences if caught were very serious. There are rumors that a high-ranking officer's son who escaped was shot more than 40 times during an escape attempt, and eventually made it to South Korea with a body full of parasites. 2. Healthcare. The healthcare system of the North Korean military is very backward. Although the public health law states that all citizens are entitled to free health services, the reality is that hospitals rarely have real medicines. If they do, they charge fees that are difficult for ordinary people to afford. After soldiers are injured, hospitals mostly use cheap disinfectants like iodine to treat wounds, which are ineffective. Many soldiers rely only on herbal medicine for self-treatment. 1. Difficulties of the Women's Army. Female soldiers lacked the necessary sanitary supplies during menstruation, and there was no extra leave. If unable to complete the task due to physiological problems, they will also be criticized and punished by military officers. Although North Korean law states that soldiers have the right to file complaints, military officers often use their authority to suppress empty talk, and female soldiers can only endure suffering in silence. That is the secret behind the North Korean army. What caught your attention the most? Please leave a comment below. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, or share with your friends. Thanks for watching Magical Exploration. Many more interesting contents await you. See you next time.